YouTube, what's happening with it? Sitting over here in Tyler, Texas right now, chilling over here at this little truck stop, Texas Best Smokehouse. You know, had to give me some ribs. You know, I don't turn down no ribs, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, figured I'd come back with another video. I ain't posted one in the, you know, probably about a week and a half, probably 2 weeks. But that money called. So, you know, I like I say, you know, I say I'm gonna try to post a video at least once a week. You know, at the bare minimum. But man, I've been running hard. So, you know, I'm out here getting it. But I done shut down for the day. Tyler, Texas. I done went from my home state in South Carolina to what did I take that load? Mississippi. From Mississippi I went to I done forgot where I went. I done been from my home state to Mississippi to Florida. I went to Michigan. I went to Missouri. Missouri to Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania I went to Ohio. Cleveland, to be exact. Ohio, I went to West Virginia. And from West Virginia, I'm here. Tyler, Texas. Tuesday, I'm gonna shut down for 34. And then Tuesday, I'm going to Illinois. And then I'm going home after that. I've been running. Out here trying to chase that fatty. Chase that green. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But things been going pretty good. Truck been running good. You know. The main thing I want to bring up today is one thing that I've been saying ever since I came over to Landstar. And that is everybody out here, whether you drive a truck, you work a 9 to 5 in the office, you run in the grocery store, you work at Chick-fil-A. I ain't gonna say McDonald's, I'm gonna say Chick-fil-A because I mess with Chick-fil-A. But my main thing is everybody out here chasing that dollar. Everybody got bills to pay. There's a lot of people out here that's gonna do whatever they got to do to make sure them bills get paid. So 9 times out of 10, when you come out in this trucking industry, you hit this road, you're gonna start out as a company driver, regardless of where you go. I don't know nobody who came out into this game as an owner operator. I probably done came across 2 people who started out the gate, off the top, off the rip, leasing a truck. That's a big no-no. But 9 times out of 10, you're gonna start out as a company driver, just like me. And when you started out, you went wherever that dispatcher or that fleet manager or that planner or whoever, you went wherever they sent you. If a load popped up on your Qualcomm, bing, or whatever, you going wherever that load going. You can turn it down if you want to, but you're probably gonna be sitting for that rest of that day waiting on something else to pop up. But that load might have been the best load coming out of that area. Let me rephrase that. It may have not have been the best, but it could have been, you know, a good paying load to get you out of that area. Not the best, but a good paying load to get you out. That's what you got to do sometimes. You got to get a load to get you out of a dead area to get you into a better paying area. Take that load. It might be, you know, you might not make much off of it, but wherever that load is, wherever you taking it, it's money sitting there waiting on you. And that's pretty much the topic of this video. Because I went down this road as soon as I came over here to Landstar. You get out here, and just like I said, as a company driver, you're going to go wherever that dispatcher, that planner, or that fleet manager sends you. When you get out here on your own, I even said the same thing. When I get out here, I ain't going north this winter. I'm not going north. I'm not dealing with no snow. I'm not dealing with these toll roads. I'm not going up 77 through West Virginia. I'm not going up, what is it, I-90 or 94, whatever it is, going, you know, up through what is that, Michigan or Wisconsin or whatever that is up there. You know, I'm not going down 80. I'm not going across 80. I'm not dealing with these tolls. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do to make that money. Because I tried to stay south this winter. It didn't work for me. I wasn't making no money. Because everybody wants to stay in the south if they have the opportunity to do so. And I'm going to tell you right now, the south is saturated with trucks in the south. I mean, I'm not going to say it's saturated, but I mean, because there are loads in the south. In the southeast primarily, there are loads out there, but they're, you know, 42,000 pounds plus, from what I can see anyway. Unless you can get in touch with somebody who got some loads that's not posted on no load boards anywhere. But I tried to stay in the south and it didn't work for me, so I ended up doing exactly what I said I wasn't gonna do, and that's go north. And that's where I've been all this time. This is my first time coming back in the south in 3 weeks. And that's only because I'm going home this week, this coming up week. You know, today's Sunday. I'll be home by Friday, Saturday maybe. But the only reason I brought this up is because if you come out here on your own, trying to say you're not going this way, you're not going that way, 9 times out of 10, wherever it is you don't want to go, it's money waiting on you. It's money sitting there that you just you're staying away from it. You know, like I did not want to come up north at all this whole fall winter season, period. But when I came up here, it really wasn't that bad. Yeah, it's snow on the ground. Yeah, it's cold. I mean, the coldest it's been so far for me is like 10 degrees. I've dealt with like -9 degrees before, way up in Wisconsin about a year ago. But it's cold. Yeah, it's snow. But unless you plan on spending all your time outdoors, or in other drivers' cases, you pull a flatbed, step deck, you specialized or whatever, yeah, you're gonna spend a lot of time outdoors, you know, chaining, strapping, and tarping loads. But if you van like me, the weather really shouldn't be that big of a difference. If you don't know how to drive in, you know, icy road conditions, then yeah, you might want to stay from up here. Because I take my time when I come up here, and it really wasn't that bad the whole time I've been up here. So I'm gonna come back up here because money is out here. I didn't want to come up here at all this whole winter season, but the money is here. The whole Midwest, I'm there. I'm in there. 100%, full speed ahead. But my question to a lot of people, if you are a company driver and you go wherever your dispatcher, planner, fleet manager tells you to go, when you get the opportunity to get into your own truck, whether you lease on to somebody, you lease a truck from the company you with, you know, wherever, why won't you go up there when you can do it, you know, when you're making your own decisions? Why wouldn't you go up there when you're making, you know, you're in control of everything you do? Think about it. You spend all this time driving all up north, northeast, going all up towards, you know, all in the up west, and, you know, Washington, all them places out that way. If you did it then, why won't you do it now? Because I learned from that, because I wasn't making no money staying in the South. And I started looking at them rates going all up in the Midwest. As much as I didn't want to do it, I did it. And it's not that bad. And the money is there. Because I'm going to tell you right now, these past couple of weeks, man, I'm straight. I'm straight. And it's been a while since I can say that, because it's been a rough few months dealing with this truck when it comes to maintenance and dealing with loads being covered or loads being canceled. But coming up here, I can stay moving 100%. I'll run my 70 hours out and run on recap. It's out here. So all I can say is, if you out here, you in the South, whether you with Landstar, Mercer, Schneider, Choice, any of them companies that, you know, you out here doing your own thing, get out the South. You might be making a little bit out there. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's business plan is different. Everybody's expenses is different. You know? But don't be scared to come out here. Don't be scared to come up north. I hated it for a while, you know, when I was a company driver. But I did what I had to do to make that check. Now, that's another thing when it comes to making your own decisions as the owner-operator. You have to be disciplined enough to do things you don't want to do in order to, you know, make a living. It's just like I said in one of my last videos. When you out here on your own, it's up to you whether or not you want to stay out 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, 2 months, whatever. It's up to you how long you want to stay home. You make that decision. But at the same time, when you out here running, when you are on the road, it's up to you how much you want to make. Meaning, if you want to stay in the South, then stay in the South. But at the same time, you got to look at where that money is. You got to look at where that money's at. If freight is booming in the Midwest, go to the Midwest. You got to do, sometimes you got to do things you don't want to do. Because if the money's there, I'm there. And believe me, I already said, I'm straight. There's plenty of money out here to be made driving trucks. But sometimes you got to do, I can't say it enough. You got to do what you don't got. You got to do what you don't want to do. Just be honest. I don't like cold weather. I don't like snow. I don't like rain. The peak season for me, spring, summertime. That's the best time of the year for me. Because I like to be outdoors. I like the crew. I like driving, period. So that time is coming for me. But I got to deal with the cold weather. I got to deal with the rain, the snow to make this money. So what's out here? So anybody who's considering coming in and trucking, when you get into your first truck as a company driver, you're going to go wherever they tell you to go. I guarantee you. And if you get to that point where you get into your own truck, don't avoid it. because that money's out here. There's a reason a lot of these companies stay out here in the Midwest, because the money's out here. The last company I drove for, their main headquarters was in Marshfield, Wisconsin. I stayed in the Midwest every time I was out here. You know, no matter what time of year it is, spring, summer, fall, winter, it didn't matter. I was in the Midwest. That's where all the freight, the good paying freight, is at anyway. So if the good paying freight is in the Midwest, why are you going to stay in the South? Especially in the fall, winter time. Get out there, get that money, keep yourself moving. It's not always about what you want sometimes. Sometimes it's about what you got to do. I mean, that's pretty much all I can say for now. If anybody got any questions, feel free to hit me up. Like I said, I'm sitting here in Tyler, Texas. Got a delivery tomorrow morning. Hazmat load, 41,000 pounds. I don't like to pull heavy neither. I try to stay under 25,000 to be honest. But sometimes the hazmat pays. I've done 2 hazmat loads within, you know, the past couple of weeks, and they paying. It's not as bad as everybody thinks. As long as you know what you're doing, you got that hazardous materials guidebook, you got your bills all within arm's reach, you got the right placards on your truck, you know what's on that truck, and you know what you're supposed to do if you get pulled in by DOT, you straight. Because I went, the whole time I've been driving trucks, I've never had my hazmat endorsement. But to come to Landstar, you gotta have it. It's a requirement. I got it just to get here, but I wasn't planning on pulling on hazmat, and I'm pulling hazmat. I done fireworks, flammables, explosives, and right now I'm pulling corrosive liquids. It's, you know, it's not that bad as long as you know what you're doing. You know, you take your time driving, especially if it's a liquid load, because you need a tanker endorsement for that. And you will know it's liquid back there, because this truck surges back and forth, even cruising 65 miles an hour strong, 70 or whatever I feel like doing. You're going to know it's something back there, because it's going to surge back and forth the whole time. Take your time, but it's out here. The money's there. I can't say it enough. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you don't want to do to make that money, because there's plenty of money out to be made. So once again, if anybody got any questions, comment below. Feel free to subscribe, please. Let's get these viewers up, and I'm gonna come at you again with another video. Until then, stay safe, stay between the lines, stay out the ditches, and keep all 18 down.